All right, positive energy all the time. Hope you all doing great. Let's get it. We are here. Good to see you. We got the beautiful Love Wisdom in the house. Ooh, cutie pie. Representing Union, New Jersey. I'm here representing Chicago. Shout out to everybody on Kick, everybody on Twitch, everybody on YouTube, and everyone on Facebook. That reminds me, ladies, send in your beautiful pictures so we can highlight your beauty. And if you have a picture, send it to Pharaoh Elaton at Yahoo. We do have a beautiful picture of Love Wisdom, looking gorgeous. We want to add some more to it. Ladies, I've gotten your newer pictures added to it. I'm trying to wait and get maybe about 10 more so the presentation be a little longer. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, I might as well show you. So yeah, ladies, send in your beautiful pictures so we can stretch that and make it longer. They look lovely. So now, first off, I am not promoting hate for black immigrants in the United States. I'm not promoting hate. I do not dislike black immigrants in the United States or abroad. To me, this is more of a chastisement. I feel that the Haitians and others I don't believe they played it right when they came to the United States. And I'm going to express that the whole time while the Haitians are being deported. Black immigrants, when they came to the United States, the men, I'm not going to blame the women because men are supposed to be the leaders of the community, and the black immigrant men, because the women can't do nothing if the men, they can't integrate without their men from their countries represented. The black male foreigners that came to the United States totally dropped the ball. They should be embarrassed and ashamed of themselves. Maybe it's because they don't know what's going on. I don't know how you don't. But they came into a predominantly white country and isolated themselves from the blacks that really made it possible for them to come here legally, ride buses, ride planes. They didn't link in. They didn't link in. In some cases, they're nasty, like the African cab drivers. Who's going to care if they throw? If you're a foundational Black American and you've dealt with the Africans that drive cabs, there's no way you're going to feel sorry if the United States throws Africans out. And they say not all Africans, yes, because you should have checked your brothers. You knew they was like that. We're not going to place it. You know how they are. You know. We're not going to accept that you don't know, and you from the continent, and you don't know the behavior of other people from the continent. You know the behavior, but because it don't affect you, you ignored it. You know. You know the behavior. And if you don't know, tough. So I feel like Black immigrants got to get a do-over. They need to be thrown out, as many as possible. And so that in the future, if Black immigrants come here, they understand the politics of this situation. Foundational Black Americans, we are the only Black people that pretty much lived with white people. Africans don't live with white people. Those in the Caribbean don't live. There's some whites there, but we live in a white dominant country. Some blacks went to Europe a few, but it's not like 50 million that's in one country. You know, they're a little in Italy and some here. They're scattered out. But no, there's 50 million of us just in the United States. And the United States, another thing is Black immigrants, they know how we was treated. You know, all this playing stupid. That's why I have no sympathy. And they know about the 60s. They know about MLK. They know about Malcolm X. They knew we couldn't go to restrooms. They knew we couldn't ride buses. They know. All this you don't know what we've been through. Okay, well, we don't care what you're about to go through. Because there's no way you came here from Africa and didn't know what we've been through. You understand? And as far as busting my bubble, how can a anonymous, unidentified YouTube person bust a bubble? You're nobody, okay? Hate to bust your bubble, but get lost. Now, I don't understand anything. See, I'm the bubble buster. You're the bubble. Dang, dang. Go tell it to somebody that cares. Go raise your children. How about that? Or go get you a channel and get somebody to listen to you. Do like I'm doing. Go create some content, push whatever you're trying to push, but don't be a leech and come into another content creator's area and try to promote your ideology the lazy way, Zorro. Stop being lazy. Do like me. Get you a channel. Stop being lazy. Stop trying to teach in somebody else's chat. Go get you a chat. Stop being lazy. Okay? Stop being lazy. Go put your face on the line, put your voice on the line, get your channel, and get people to click. Africa is definitely a horrendous. They knew that certain blacks were sold from West Africa, and nobody who name an African king that got some boats to come to rescue their people. Name me anybody in Africa that made any. They knew that they were selling their own people out of Ghana, out of Nigeria, out of West Africa, right? They know that they got slave forts, right? They got slave castles, right? So they know that they sold their people from slave castles, right? Name one African that cared. One. Name one African that made any noise ever. Not just back then, ever, ever, never, never. Even when they began to immigrate to the country, they never made any statements about slavery. Never. They just come here and walk around like everything is fine. And it's like the same dog that bites you in the morning that bites you in the evening. So now the question is, can we trust you? Well, to me, the answer is no. I don't think so. The only black immigrants that have been somewhat decent in this country are Jamaicans. Jamaicans are the only immigrants in America that we have had some relationship with. That could have been better, but there was a relationship with them. They're the only ones. I'll give Jamaicans their props. They open businesses in our neighborhood. They be at our events. They intermarry. Haitians is horrible. We don't have any relationship with Haitians. None. We have no relationship with Haitians. A zero. A zero relationship with Haitians. I think Haitians got mistreated in Florida, maybe. So they got like some chip on their back. But as far as doing business, oh, Liberians, Africans are the worst. If he's an African, he can't say nothing. Africans are the worst black people in the world. It's a billion Africans and they're worthless. And look at black people around the world. And if it's a billion African, I mean, how many black men like him is in Africa? And what have they done for the diaspora? Nothing. They can't even fix the continent. They're the worst. Why would I listen to him? The black man in Africa is a total disgrace. Total to his race. Total disgrace. Total. All he does is let people come steal all the natural resources. He can't even get the natural resources and distribute them to the black diaspora. He let them people come take his chocolate and everything. Oh, Nigerians is horrible. Horrible. Nigerians are horrible. Nigerians are fleeing Nigeria. You don't think nobody know nothing. Nigerians are the most despised black people in Africa. Nobody in Africa likes Nigerians. Nigerians have invaded other African countries. Look at South Africa. They're throwing them out. It's 200 million Nigerians. They're not worth a quarter. Show me one thing that Nigeria has done to help the black diaspora. Nothing. I mean, not a thing. Nigeria, bruh, you got to be kidding. You got to be kidding me. He said Nigeria. Unbelievable. See, you can't even talk to them. That's why you got to get out. You know what I mean? Yeah, get out. He got to get out. He's trolling, but he ain't doing nothing. He'll come over here, troll me, but he will not get Shell out of his country. Shell is there robbing Nigeria blind, have destroyed the natural resources, right? Right? They let Shell come in there and just pimp them and just steal spill oil everywhere, right? Who gonna lose to a Nigerian? Nigerian are professional runners. They all flee Africa, go all over the world like parasites, and look at Nigeria. They let them people come in there and do whatever to their country. Look, that's Nigeria. This is Nigeria. Nigerians are some of the most despised Africans, black people in the world. Like Nigerians. Unbelievable. Let's take a break. So let me give you some background history because people are going to come over here. I want young black people to know. And so black people were here in the United States totally oppressed. Slaves couldn't even use the restroom, said whites only. My mother and father from Birmingham, Alabama. They're the first generation to move around. My grandmother was born 11 years after slavery ended. Black people couldn't get on a bus. Definitely couldn't get on a plane. Nothing. So you get to the 60s, you get to the civil rights era. You get Rosa Parks, right? Go to jail just to be able to sit on the bus. And eventually we get civil rights. So now we can ride the bus. We can get on planes. We can get on trains, right? So the Africans jump on planes because of Rosa Parks, right? Because without us, Africans would not be allowed to get on a U.S. plane, right? Now, when you get to the 70s, all these Africans and Caribbeans and stuff jump on these planes. Now, they never had no decency to be like, we own this plane going to America because of black Americans. They just came like do, right? Right there. They were horrible right there. Right there, they were terrible people right there to not acknowledge the struggle for them to even come here. We're not going to talk about how horrible they are when they get here. Black immigrants never acknowledged the fight for them to even get on American transportation and come here. And Emmett Till got unalived and the young girls got blowed up at it. Was so much fight. Martin Luther King lost his life, Malcolm X. We can go on and on. Once we got the rights to get on a European transportation, they just jumped on there. When they came here, they made no effort to link in with us. They made no effort to befriend us. They made no effort to move into our neighborhoods and try to help build our neighborhoods. They always move somewhere else. In Chicago, there was a they were notorious for Africans and black immigrants. They move up on the north side. They don't come to our churches. They don't integrate with us. They don't do no function with us. They don't come to none of our functions. Nothing. This is an absolute fact. Horrible, horrible people. Black immigrants are horrible. Telling you. And they're on another man's turf. So over the years, they start getting cocky on our turf. No matter how long, if I go to Nigeria, I'm in their turf. There's got to be some respect in that turf. Black immigrants on our turf with no respect. Us being nice people, we didn't do them like they do each other, like they doing each other in South Africa. Look what they're doing to each other in South Africa. We never did that. We never did that. We never did that. And so they never got into the battle, the racial battle that we had here. They came over here like it wasn't no racial issues, like they wasn't black. No, I'm not black, I'm Nigerian, right? Haitians, no, I'm not black American, right? So now Trump throwing them out. Now they black. They found out. They right? They F8 and FO. Now he's throwing them out. What do you want me to do? I don't know no Haitians. I don't have no relationship with no Haitians. I don't have no relationship with no Africans. If Africans get thrown out and if black immigrants get thrown out, black Americans, what would we lose? What would they lose? If you got a wife and she's decent, if she leaves, you're supposed to lose something. If you got a husband, he's decent, if he leaves, guess what we lose? If we wake up tomorrow and there's no black immigrants here, guess what we lose? Nothing. They have brought zero to the table. All they do is eat off the table. That's it. They take away resources. They black when it benefit them, and they're Caribbean or African when it doesn't. They cosplay back and forth. When it's time, when there's services available based on you being a minority, then they're black to go take our services that we pay taxes for. And then when black is not good, then they Africans, then they Caribbeans. They flip-flop around. They pretend they us when they could steal and get resources. But when it's smoke, we don't see them. When our children get gunned down in the street by the police, racism, we don't see them. You never see black immigrants come out with their flags. I've been saying this. If they was really down and wanted to show solidarity, right? When something happened to George Floyd, I would think you would come out there with your Haitian flag, with your Nigerian flag, with your Jamaican flag, and be like, listen, us black Jamaican immigrants, us African, wherever, we ride with our brothers and sisters. Man, you don't see them nowhere. They don't come out. They don't speak up for us, none. They're not our allies at all. And all of this, you looking for allies when the European want to throw you out. You act like they acted like there wasn't no Trump. They acted like it wasn't no Republicans. Yeah. They act like there was no race. Haitians never acted like it was racial issues. Now all of a sudden, now they F8 and FO. Now, all of a sudden, they see what we've been telling them. On top of that, why would you come and let Asians and Hispanics and whites see you not get along with your brothers and sisters? This black immigrants. Why would you come to a country where the only blacks that grew up around whites, we the only blacks on this planet that lived around whites? We're the only ones. We're the only ones came up in a white society. Africans come up in a black society. All the other blacks, the Jamaicans, the Koreans, all of them come up in a black society. We're the only blacks in the world that come up in a white society. Only ones. And you would think, if you was decent, you came from the Caribbean sub, you would come and be like, man, y'all did a good job. How could we kick in? How could we help black people do better in America? They go dip off somewhere. We here trying to compete against white America. They black asses come over here and compete against us. So now we got to compete against this coon over here and white America. We sandwiched between rat traders and white Americans that's trying to get what they can get. That's what they're supposed to do. They're trying to get what they can get. We trying to get what we can get. Then here come these Sambos. They can't compete with white America. So guess what they do? They compete against us. That's what they do. They come and try to take bread out of our mouth, jobs from us, living conditions from us. They do not, we compete against white America. They compete against other black people because they weak. They don't come like us and get with us to compete against white America to come up under in a white society. They come undercut. Look, they go do movies for less. They let Hollywood pay them less to do. Oh, I will do it, master. I will do the movie for less. Undercut the Denzels and the Samuel Jacksons. The black American movie stars got to get paid more. The Africans will come, and all the blacks everywhere else, Caribbean and all them, they'll come for cheaper. I will do it for cheaper. I wish I would go. I would never go see that superhero movie they making. Black Panther, I wouldn't go see that shit. Because that dude, they ain't paying them nothing. They going to undercut his ass. They going to undercut him. They're not going to pay him what they would have to pay a great black actor. Let them go see it. Don't y'all go see that movie. If they make money, let them make it from the black immigrants. Don't go see that movie. I'm not pushing hate. I'm pushing, I don't know you. I'm not pushing hate. I don't even know you, so how can I hate you? I'm pushing the fact I got no relationship with you. None. You're not my ally. I really don't want you talking to me. I really don't want none of y'all trying to teach me nothing or nothing. I don't want no African brother trying to tell me or teach me nothing. Take your ass to Africa and teach your people. Stop talking to me. Because if you know that much, why Africa raggedy? Go fix your country. Go back to where you came from since you know so much. You understand? Go home. Go home. I don't want no fake friends when all of a sudden you see the Republicans in there and they finna chop you up and get you out of here. Now all of a sudden, oh, we are all brothers. No, bro, you're not my brother like that. They don't view me as no damn diaspora. How they gonna view me as diaspora? They don't even view each other. They don't even work together in Africa. They don't view nobody as nothing. They don't even view each other as Nigerians. There ain't no such thing as Nigerians. Ain't no such thing as Nigerians. Listen, y'all stop listening to them people. Them people is fraudulent. Okay? There is no such thing as Nigerians. Check it out.
There's this term that and I know people are not going to like this, but I don't like the term FBA because I think it is the most separatist term. What it does, it furthers this idea of separation. My father used to tell me, I don't know what all these fuss is about. They are the same people.
I play that thing. You see that man lying? Say his daddy say, I don't understand all this. We the same people and they got 470 tribes. Lie right in front of our face. Say his daddy say, I don't understand. We the same people and here in Nigeria and they got 470 tribes. His daddy was a liar. Now all of a sudden we the same people. Now all of a sudden we the same people. But back where he from, just in Nigeria alone, they got 471, and they know that. They just be over here lying. Godfrey know that too. He's a big old liar. What you mean we're the same people? You ain't even the same people where you came from. You understand? So we don't got no allies. The Asians are not our allies. They own their own the same way you've been on your own. All you black immigrants, you've been on your own. You don't go to our churches. You don't be around us at all. You're separatist black groups. Stay just like that. Stay like that. The relationship between black immigrants and black Americans involves a range of perspectives, with debates centering on cultural differences, economic competition, and shared racial experiences. Some people point to tensions over resource allocation or social distancing, while others emphasize shared political goals and mutual advocacy against systemic racism. That's all a bunch of hogwash, okay? They don't live around us, right? Resources, they definitely take resources, but they don't put nothing back, like leeches, okay? And social distancing, they don't live nowhere around us. They don't deal with us. And they're only black to take resources that we created in this country that have nothing to do with them. They have not put no money into this country to get nothing out. They get money from 50 million black Americans, and that little 2 or 3 million of them is taking money. Because it ain't nothing but 2 million Africans over here and 1 million Asians. There's 50 million of us, and we worth $2.1 trillion. And they ain't worth a quarter. Hell, Nigeria ain't worth nothing but 400 billion? Nigeria ain't even worth a trillion, 1 trillion. There's 200 million blacks in Nigeria, and they worth 400 billion. And it's only 50 million of us, we worth 2.1 trillion. How 50 million people worth 2.1 trillion? And 200 million. They got 200 million. How 200 million only worth 400 billion and 50 million worth 2.1 trillion? And then here you come want to eat off of that money. You want to eat off that 2.1 trillion. Cultural and social dynamics, distinction and distance. Some black immigrants intentionally emphasize their specific national ethnic identities to distance themselves from native born black Americans, often as a way to navigate or deflect generalized racial bias. No, they don't have to come around. All they have to do is get out public services. That's all. Come around for what? Come, eat off the plate, and stay out the way. Come and eat off the plate. Come and benefit off of the unaliving of MLK. Listen, do you ever see black immigrants come out and respect MLK? And MLK is the reason they can walk the streets, the reason they can get on a plane, the reason they can get on the bus, the reason they can get in the cab. Do they show any respect for MLK? They the main people supposed to have on MLK shirts everywhere, because without him fighting for Rosa Parks to get on the bus, what make you think you can get on the plane? See, this is why they also slow. They don't have good educational systems, and they don't know much about history like that either. Because I bet you Africans don't even know that Rosa Parks is the reason that they was allowed to get on a plane. I guarantee you they don't know. I guarantee you they don't talk about it. I had the smart guy come over here. That's why I told him, shut up, talk to me. Go home and teach what I'm teaching. Go home and tell your people that the only reason they can get on the plane is because of MLK and Rosa Parks. Go tell your people that planes used to be whites only. Go tell them. That Africans ain't fight for the right to get on no plane or no bus or no train. We did that. But you just hop your ass on a plane and come over here. And then come over here and ain't got no respect. All right, well, this is what you do. Go to Africa. You know what I'm saying? Go to Africa and call me when you get there. Because most people like you ain't never going to Africa. You're going to sit over here and eat over here, and you're going to talk that African shit, but you can't show me nothing in Africa. Show me any business you got in Africa, any type of money transaction you got in Africa, any type of company you got in Africa. You don't got nothing in Africa, okay? Give me a break. I'll unban you another time. I don't want to hear that fake African talk. Boy, you ain't never going to Africa. And if you do, you're going to run your ass back over here. This big Pharaoh. This big. Listen, man. I'm 68 years old. You know how many Pan-Africans I've been around? Man, I've been around the world, and now, I can't find my baby. Do we know who you talking to, Big Pharaoh? I put the pan in Pan-African. I was Pan-African before the Africans. When we was pushing Pan-Africanism, right, in the late 70s, 80s, Africa was still cooning and sandboing. They ain't never really stood behind none of they big Pan-African leaders like that. They ain't never wasn't on nothing. Winnie Mandela whipped them into shape. She had to put her life on the line to wake them up. They wasn't never on nothing like that. The Africans is slow. Everybody look what he say, Africans is diverse. Like it's positive to be divided. Right? He come over, Africans is diverse. What about the white people stealing all their stuff? They not diverse. They stealing all that stuff and they taking that stuff to Europe and they splitting it up. They call it the United Nations. White people ain't diverse. White people ain't diverse. They got the union over there in Europe, and they have meetings as a Europe as a union. They get together as a union. They put their armies together to fight. What's the European Union? They ain't got no African countries in the European Union, but the African organization, whatever they call that, the African Union got all them Arab countries and stuff in it. Africa, Africa don't even have African countries. What are you talking about? I'm a foundation, like, do I like my mommy and daddy? What are we doing? He asked me, do I like my mama and daddy? Can you read? Hey, he asked me, do I like my mom and daddy? Unbelievable. 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 That man asked me, do I like my mom and daddy? Can you believe that? That man asked me, do I like my mom and daddy? Do I like black Americans? You believe that? See what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? That man asked me, do I like my mama and my daddy and my granddaddy? He asked me, that's me right there. He asked me, do I like them, my family? No, he asked me. He asked me, do I like my mama, my daddy, and my sister? You can't make this up. You can't make it up. Well, why Haiti suck then? Why don't they do nothing now? If Haitians is so great, then I can't wait for them to go back home to their great country. Okay? Okay? We want the great Haitians. I can't wait till the great Haitians go and fix Haiti. Yeah. They're great, right? All right. Bye. Go be great. Go be all you could be, like you in the army. Boy, we don't give a damn. Haitians ain't did a damn thing for me. You talking crazy. Boy, you don't know nothing. You a little boy. Stay in a little boy place. You don't know nothing. Haitians ain't did a damn thing for me. I'm in Chicago. Fool. Haitians ain't did nothing for me. Is you crazy? You know how far Haiti is from Chicago? Boy, shut up. Haitians' problems with the French. We ain't never been under the French. Go study. Go pick up a book. Go pick up a book. Haiti's beef was with the French. Our beef in America was with the British, bro. What you know about the Revolutionary War? Boy, shut up. Shut up, bro. What you know about the Revolutionary War? Be quiet. Please. We fought in the Revolutionary War. What is he talking about? Don't know no history or nothing. You can't make this stuff up. Black people fought in the Revolutionary War against the British, bro. What did you talk about the French in Haiti? That can make some sense. Go study. Go study, bro. What they did to the French got nothing to do with us, bro. Go pick up a book, bro, and study. Okay? Go pick up a book. It's not that hard. Go pick up a book, bro. Go pick up a book. You know what I'm saying? And learn something. Bro, go pick up a book. You know, BOOK and go study. You understand? Or come on over here and get this work. What you know about this? What you know about this? Well, this ain't got nothing to do with Haiti. We was up here fighting our own battle. Boy, you don't know nothing, okay? Haitians all over social media trying to rewrite American history. Haitians need to pick up some brooms and mops and go down there and mop and grow some food and pick up all that trash and fight for their country. That's what Haitians need to do. Haitian men need to stop being cowards and go down there and fight for Haiti and liberate Haiti and clean up Haiti. Okay? That's what Haitian men need to do. Stop being cowards, get suited and booted, and go home and fight to clean up your country. That's what the Haitian men need to do. Because you're looking real weak right now, letting people run your country down there. What's the crazy dude down there running the country talking crazy? What's his name? What's his name? The crazy dude they all scared of. Who that crazy leader down there everybody's scared of? The Haitians is scared of. What's his name? The dude that's punking their whole country. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Barbecue. Now let me ask Foundational Black American, what we would have did to barbecue. Boy, we would have thrown his ass on the grill. Listen, Haitian men, y'all let barbecue sauce chase y'all out y'all damn country. We would have punked barbecue. Yeah, barbecue, we would have punked him. Yeah. Yeah, we would have punked barbecue. He would have been like fried chicken or something. He would have to change his whole name. You know what I'm saying? He would be a bologna sandwich or something. He'd be a sandwich with an M, like barbecue, trying to run around here and try to punk us here. Y'all all ran. Y'all let barbecue chase you out your country. Then you over here yapping. When you should have suited and booted up and took your country. And now you over here selling wolf tickets and barbecue and sauced you up and threw y'all on the grill and chased y'all. Boy, listen, y'all runners. Listen, Haitian men, you a runner. Now you up here, you know what I'm saying? But you scared of barbecue. You know what I'm saying? They scared of barbecue, but we the tough Haitians. How the ones ran tough? Y'all got them sneakers on. Soon as barbecue came out, y'all, phew, we gonna run. We run from barbecue. Then you come over here. You know what I'm saying? And you done ran from barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Come on, we would have tossed them up on the grill. And come on, man, barbecue. We would have barbecued his cue up here. Man, that punk ain't nothing. Okay, I go down there and knock him down by myself. Come on, man. Y'all weak. I could go to Haiti right now with the GDs, and we could take Haiti back, or the Crips. Pick one. I can go down there with the Crips, the Black Stones. Just pick one. I go down there with one American gang and chase barbecue into the ocean. Myself. Oh, that thing I love. We are barbecue. Y'all ran. Come on, man. This is y'all. Like, you remember how Fred Flintstone used to go and then run? That's how the Haitians ran. Then they get up here. Now you all sock passe and shit. Y'all got the right name though, because y'all be hating. Y'all some Haitians. Y'all got the right name. Hate is the perfect beginning to y'all description. Haitian. Hating ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Y'all definitely got the right name. Hate. You know what I mean? Haitians. Yeah. Shut y'all stupid ass up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, this America. Y'all don't run nothing up here. Black immigrants, shut y'all ass up. We let y'all breathe up here. On phone and grade, we let y'all breathe. I ain't pushing no violence. I'm pushing non-violence. I'm just saying we let y'all eat up here. You Africans and all y'all. We 50 million strong. Y'all just a couple, Fred and Barney Rubble. Y'all ain't nobody. We ain't trying to beef with y'all. We just want y'all to get out. Let me tell you, somebody asked me, Farrell, why you don't care that Trump throwing them out? Because if Trump was throwing us out, they would be cheering. They would be moving in our homes. They would be moving in our apartments. They would be taking everything. Black immigrants, if the shoe was on the other foot over here, and white Americans was throwing us out and treating us messed up, guess what our black brothers and sisters would do? They would come and be happy. They would be happy. They would be cheering. They would be trying to take our position. I'm telling you. Black immigrants are not our brothers and sisters. Black immigrants is jealous of us because we the best on the planet. I'm telling you. We y'all in America, when you went to school and you got new sneakers, what the other kids was hating, wasn't it? That's black immigrants. They are jealous of us and they slow. Because rather than being jealous, they could have just came and worked with us. Show me where black immigrants work with us. Black immigrants never work with us. Never, never, never. Never. They never propose to do nothing. And they only talk to us when the white man get ready to throw them out. Now, the European going to throw them out. Now they crying and all that. Yeah, they'll join ICE. But shoot, man, I believe to treat people like they treat you. Let me see y'all. I'm gonna be on the phone. Home. I see two. There they go. They're going down 79. They're going down 79. They're at 70. They're going down 79. They're 79 for college. Hurry up. Yeah, I'll call ICE on y'all. I believe doing people how they'll do me. And I'm 68 years old, and I ain't never got no respect or nothing from black immigrants. A few Jamaicans, but black immigrants have never been my ally. White people is a better ally than black immigrants. Yeah, white Americans are a way better ally for Black Americans than Black immigrants by far. By far. Serious. I ain't lying. Black immigrants is the worst. The Caribbeans, the Africans, man, the Belizeans, the South Americans, all of them. They, if you put them all together, they ain't worth a quarter. Because if they was something, why they ain't working on their own? Why Black immigrants don't get together? Show me some Black immigrant unity building or something. Show it to me. Show me where on their own without us. Show me Black unity in Africa. Show me where the Africans is the African unified group in Africa doing something. Because the Africans on the East, they say they white people. They say they ain't even Africans. And they don't even like each other. They don't like the Black Africans and they don't like each other. You don't see the Somalians, the Ethiopians, and the Eritreans and them working together, and the Sudanians, people from Sudan. They don't work together. They don't even like each other at all. And they all light-skinned. They all look the same. I can't tell an Eritrean from Ethiopia. And they don't work together. They don't. They just not on our level. And they not no allies. We don't have no allies. We on our own. We got to stand on business on our own. Africans have never been no allies for us. They've never helped us with nothing. What they ever sent us? Africa got all them natural resources, right? Have they sent us a piece of bread? Look, they live where it's gold everywhere, diamonds everywhere. Name me one time they sent us any natural resource. Name me one president that sent us some natural resource. I'll wait. I mean, a sister gonna fall in love. They ain't gonna know no better about being scammed. So it ain't no difference in an African scamming her and a Black American scamming her. She's still getting scammed. I feel the Africans that scam the Black woman ain't as bad as the Black American that scam his own woman. I feel the Black man in America is the worst when it comes to the women. That's your woman. He's scamming a woman that ain't his. You here in the United States scamming your own woman, mistreating your own woman, dumping a bunch of babies on your own woman, beating up your own woman. So the Black man in America treat the Black woman the worst because that's his woman. So I can't see jumping on Africans for mistreating our women while we doing it. I can't see that part. I can't see that. We need to treat our women decent ourselves. Maybe if we treat them decent, they wouldn't run behind no African. I'm just saying. Look, let's take a break. Support your channel. So I say, the Black man needs to become a hero. That way the Black woman can dump them zeros. You know what I'm saying? I say the Black African woman need to dump them zeros, come over here and get with some heroes and have some FBA African babies. That's what I'm on. The African women need to come step their game up over here. and let us knock that back and put some babies in them. So you won't be over there in Somalia starving or over there in Nigeria, over there, running around getting oil all on your feet and stuff. You know what I'm saying? All due respect. You know what I'm saying? They need to step their game up. You know what I'm saying? We need to be knocking them back. Y'all got it the wrong way. Y'all running to Africa. You know what I'm saying? We need the black woman to go over there and talk, get some of them chicks over here. Yeah, we need her. We need her to get some coochie over here, some Africa, get that over here. Sisters go over there and pull them over here, so your brother can knock them back. I'm just saying. They just need a little F, a little B, and a little A in them, and it'll be some straightening. Bring them up to par. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say. But I can't be mad at the sister. She just looking for love in all the wrong places. You know what I'm saying? She's looking for love in all the wrong places. That's all. I can't hate on no woman looking for love. The problem is the African men that scam them. Where we come from, if you come and scam the sisters, we don't blame the sisters. We get at you for being the scammer. We supposed to get at the Africans for scamming them and mistreating them. You know what I'm saying? That's who we got the problem with them. You know what I mean? They ain't really bring nothing to the table. Like, for me, the way I look at Africans, until the African man unites in Africa and builds something, he ain't worth going nowhere else. I don't want to talk to you. To me, militarily and revolutionary wise, if the black man in Africa can't unite, if the Nigerian can't unite with the Ghanaian, what I want you coming over here for? You can't even unite with the black people that right next to you. There's a fact. Am I lying? If South Africa had to throw out Nigerians and Ghanaians and Senegalese and Ethiopians, what the hell we want you over here for? Your own fellow Africans don't want you in their country. That's a fact. Africans need to be banned out the United States because they ain't doing what they're supposed to do in Africa. Who want to deal with you? If Africans don't get along with Africans, what make us think they're going to get along with us? They over there losing big time. They don't even like each other over there. So how the hell you going to like me? And you don't like the other African that live right next door to you in the next country right next to you. Right in your same country, you got 1,000 different tribes. Y'all don't get along. Bro, keep y'all fooling this over there. The Trump administration needs to deport all the Africans and all the immigrants. Send them back. We already got gang problems. We'll fix ourselves. But we don't need no more black people's problems on top of the problems we got. And we don't want you eating off our plate. I really don't like black immigrants eating off the black American plate. Go build your own plate. Go cook your own food. Stop coming eating somebody else's food. Go cook. I have no sympathy for Africa. Africa got all the natural resources. They're supposed to be filthy rich. So the fact they got to run over here, what that tell you? If you got all the gold, all the diamonds, all the platinum, all the uranium, right? And you got to run over here. Come on. Go home and take control. And they supposed to be bringing us gold and diamonds. They supposed to be the big bro. So I'm not just hating on them. I'm disappointed. They supposed to be the big bro. Am I lying? That's my frustration. They supposed to be, the brothers in Africa supposed to be our international military. So if black people having a problem, Africa's supposed to be united to help black people globally. No, they over there letting the Chinese and everybody rob them. Right? So look, Let's look at economics. They say, how's Africa hurting your economics? If you got all the diamonds and you let Jewish people come take the diamonds and then come over here and sell me wedding rings and diamonds, you keeping me oppressed. Am I not right? Because you're putting the people, you're putting them over us because you're giving them all the natural resources, and then they're using the natural resources to dominate black people around the world. They go to Africa, they steal the natural resources from the brothers and sisters in Africa, then they take those resources and dominate black people all over the world with the resources from our brothers and sisters. This is what they're doing. Why are we going to Jewish people to buy wedding rings for our wives when the Africans got the gold and the diamonds? Make it make some sense. So this is not hate. This is disappointment. This is not hate. I don't hate black people like that. I'm just very disappointed in black Africans. Very disappointed. They have let all our revolutionaries down. They have let us down. That's like I'm here and I don't get along with you because you in Texas. You're a Texarkana. I'm an Illinois. That's what they're over there doing. You a Kenyan. You right here. You a Senegalese. You a Nigerian. You a Ghanaian. Are you serious? But then down, look, man. Watch this. You see how the Africans call all they stuff, all that different stuff? Let me show y'all something. You see they got all them different tribes and all that stuff? I keep telling y'all this. But you know, on the Chinese map, on the American white man map, and on the European map and the Russian map, you know they don't got all them tribes and stuff. They don't got them countries and stuff on their maps. They don't. This is what they got on their maps. This is Africa and Europe. This is Africa and America. This is Africa and Russia. This is Africa and China. This is what they see. This is what the world powers see. They don't see no Ethiopia. They don't see none of that. I've been telling y'all that. It be flying over people's head. This is Africa to the world. There's no such thing as Ethiopia. They see coffee. They see coffee. They don't see you Africans. I keep trying to tell y'all that. You do not exist. They look at you as something they got to brush off so they can get this stuff. Okay? They need to chase you out the way, move you off the oil, move you off the coffee, move you off the diamonds and the gold. That's what's going on. And then have people come over here and sell me the stuff, and then have you come over here with some tribal war competing with me for your stuff. You run from Africa and come over here to compete with us for your stuff, for economy that's built with your stuff they sold. This is what they're doing. Then what Africans is doing. America's propped up by all this stuff that these people around the world stealing from Africa. Then Africans coming over here competing with us for their stuff that they just stole and sent over here. That's a fact. That's a revolutionary fact. That's what Africans is doing. They run around getting the back end of their natural resources. Am I lying? All them Africans in Europe, right? What's propping up Europe? Africa. You up in Europe eating Swiss chocolate. That's Ghanaian chocolate. They say the best chocolate in the world is Swiss. You let that sink in. And there ain't no cocoa tree nowhere in Switzerland. There's no cocoa tree nowhere in Europe. And they say the best chocolate come from up there. Denmark and Switzerland. And they say they got the best chocolate. Let that sink in. How much money is the world making on Valentine's Day? That's going to up there to Europe. And all that money is the Africans' money. And the Africans is broke. You ain't Ghana broke. The Ghanaian government controls the cocoa trees. And the brothers and sisters growing the cocoa, they're like slaves to the government, right? Like sharecroppers, right? In their own country. And they can't do nothing with the cocoa. They got to take all the cocoa and give it to the Ghanaian government. But then the Ghanaian government is in debt, so they got to send all the cocoa to the Europeans. And the brothers and sisters down there growing cocoa ain't got a quarter. And then they up in Europe getting rich, and then they take it and they send it here, and America's government make a fortune off of it. The people that can ship it and open up the businesses. So the last thing foundational Black Americans need is everybody else nut stuff. How we gonna get ourselves together when we got all these Black immigrants over here? They ain't had none to the table. They not fighting the same war we fighting, so they in the way. They able to use Blackness to hide what we gonna do if they infiltrate too many Blacks over here that ain't foundational Black Americans. Now they like insurgents. They could act like they're Black but not have our best interests, and that's what's going on. They put them all in government and everything. Okay? They listen. They put them in government and everything to undermine foundational Black Americans. I'm telling you. Because Black immigrants don't know what they're doing. They not going to be in the fights like that. They not going to be in the fight. They not foundational Black Americans. They don't have no blood in the soil. They are not an extension of the fight. We're an extension of the fight, and they are not. They've never been in the fight, so they're not going to be an extension of the fight. We need people that are going to be an extension of the fight. That's what we need. Black immigrants is not an extension of a fight. They don't know nothing about the fight. They coming over, don't respect the fight. They don't know. A Black immigrant to come and get on the bus. They don't know that people walk to work for 1 year. Black Americans in Alabama walk to work for a year to get the right to ride on the front of a bus. You think a Ghanaian or something know that or going to honor that? They're not going to honor that. That's not a part of their history. They cannot be intricate in our government. Black immigrants cannot be intricate in our government. They're not fighting our fight. They don't even know nothing about our fight. And they're not going to help us further the fight that our ancestors already fought. I don't want nobody coming here changing their direction of what my mom and daddy did. That's right. They're here to get money and send it to Africa. That's all. And that's why Trump and them want to get them out of here. Because if you constantly sending money to Africa, but ain't no money coming from Africa, the country go broke. and then you ain't in the game. And then as soon as we get a war, you want to walk around in America, you want to enjoy America, and then as soon as we get in the war, they all gonna run, and then we got to go fight. If somebody try to attack the country, us real Americans, whites and blacks and people that been here, we gotta fight. Africans gonna run because they runners. Blacks from the Caribbean, blacks from Africa are runners. They runners. You can't depend on runners to fight with you. They won't even fight where they came from. Haitians won't fight in Haiti. You know doggone well if a war break out, they're gonna run to England or they're gonna run to Canada. They're gonna run and leave us to do the fight. Then after the fight, and our people got their legs blown off and all that, and we come back and we build a country and they all come back and want to eat. How many of them been to Vietnam? Desert Storm. Because my friends and relatives been to the war. Africans ain't been to no war. Caribbeans ain't been nowhere. They just over here eating. They ain't got no blood in the soil. And they runners. And what I'm saying is going to be, what I'm saying, we ain't even talk about that no more. Stay on subject. What I'm saying is going to be law, and everybody going to be saying that. You remember what I said. Everybody's going to start looking at people in their country to see who's dedicated to the country. And the people are going to stop letting you in if they don't feel like you dedicated to the country. Even to the point where they're going to make you sign up to the military to come to the country. Because it don't make no sense that you live here, but when a war break out, we got to go fight, and you can run your punk ass back to wherever you came from. That's got to end. And any country that let a bunch of traitors that ain't really got no loyalty to the country, that country gonna fall. America got too many people here that don't have no loyalty to the country. And then as far as black immigrants come, they don't even got no loyalty to other black people. So you know they ain't no good. Black immigrants are sellouts to their black people. They don't even honor their black brothers and sisters that paved the way for them to live good in the United States. That's a fact. Africans and black Caribbeans, they don't respect the people that paved the way. They don't. They don't respect my grandmama and my great-grandmama and them. They don't. They just over here, willy-nilly. They ain't went through what my mom and daddy went through. My mom and daddy born in the 30s. We sacrificed. I'm 68. Boy, I had to do things to go outside. What is you talking about? I'm born 1958. I'm born 1958. What you think it was about as a kid outside in Chicago in the 60s, in the early 70s, with that old school racism? What you think it was? What you think it was? Now here you come after the coast is clear, running from Africa. That's how I look at it. You sitting over there, or they fighting, or things going bad, or they they made it, or they made it, or they doing good, or they Aretha Franklin, we go America. That's how I look at it. I look at them sitting back, waiting. And when they see we made it, they all ramped over here in the 70s. They didn't come for no smoke in the 60s. They ain't when and then when they came, they hid. They ain't never started fought for nothing. And then we look up, we get to 2000, you the main one on the internet hating on me. You over here on my blood, sweat, and tears on the internet talking crazy.